I bought this projector wall mount a few years ago and hated it ever since. It is very flimsy and there is no way to make it rigid. I've been meaning to make a new one for quite some time, but I've been putting it off. Well, that's gonna change today. This is what I want my new mount to look like. I'd like to make it out of plywood since I enjoy the looks of it. The 4 adjustable joints should provide enough flexibility. I have some scraps of plywood from other projects, and even though some are not in the best condition, I still think I can get all of my cuts from this. First, I cut all the pieces to width and then to length. I could have printed out paper templates to cut those arcs, but it's much simpler to use a caliper and a compass to lay out my design. The joints consist of one piece of plywood being clamped between 2 other pieces of plywood with a bolt. It can easily be fixed with the turning of this bolt, which makes the whole thing very sturdy and easy to adjust. To make the mechanism, I first drilled an 8mm hole through all the parts and then chiseled out a recess for the head of the bolt. I then did all around cuts on the bandsaw. While I was at it, I also took the time to cut out 4 simple knobs to make adjustments easier. I then proceeded to round over all the edges on the router table. For sanding, I used both my disc sander and random orbital sander. With all the parts cut and all the holes drilled, I'm finally ready for assembly. I drilled most of the screw holes off camera to save some time. Here you can see pretty well how the joint fits together. Now all that's left is to unscrew the old mount and install the new one. I designed this so I could use the same screw holes the old one had. I'm very happy with how this turned out. It was a fun one-day build and turned out really rigid and easy to adjust. Thank you for watching the video and be sure to leave some feedback.